Hey friends, no cold open with a little silly whatever this episode because I wanted to make sure that anybody that clicks on this video has a chance to hear this. And before we proceed with the regular episode, I have not picked up the camera to film since May 8th. In the last episode, you heard me say I was going to take some time off, which I did. And what I almost just said was in that period of time, even in the last 2 weeks, our whole country has changed again, but that's not correct, is it? It's not that anything has changed. It's, in fact, something that's been here for hundreds of years and been here a very long time in the world. And wanted to take a brief moment to talk through what's going on in America right now, as this is the first chance, or first time I've been picked up the camera to film since it all began. And typically I don't view myself as having a platform, but I guess I have almost 3,000 people that watch these videos, so I do. I do certainly have a platform in my workplace. I have almost 500 people that work for me, and that is where I feel like I can make the most difference, make the most change, make the most impact, and it is where I put my heart and my soul with efforts like that. But I did want to talk to you briefly and just share a few things. I'm sweaty, haven't taken a shower, sitting here on the bench. It's not a run day for me, but I just took a 5-mile walk this morning. It's about 8:30, right before the workday started. I got up early, wanted to take a long walk, clear my head, get some thoughts, and record this for you before we start the episode later today. And I walked all around the neighborhood, all outside the neighborhood, saw a bunch of people, walked through the sidewalk in front of people's yards. Not once was I afraid. Not once did I have to worry that someone would accuse me of something. Everybody was nice, waved, said hello, and I didn't have to live with that. And I've never had to live with that. And that is a privilege that I have had, that I was born with, that I've never had to live with that. But all of us do not have that same privilege. And some folks can't go do that without being afraid. And that's wrong. There's a lot of complicated things happening. I don't just mean with the protests and the demonstrations and the police brutality and all of those things. It's a complex world now with all of those things going on, with the coronavirus, with states reopening, with executive orders, with mandates for masks and people not wanting to wear masks. There's so much happening. A lot of complicated stuff, but one thing that's not complicated is that no one should have to be afraid that they are going to be impacted, hurt, killed by law enforcement or by other humans in whatever context, for just going about their normal day or doing whatever it is what they're doing. That's always wrong. That's not a complicated subject. But beyond that, there's things we have to do to improve ourselves. And those of you that know me, 85 episodes in here, this is episode 85. A lot of you have been watching a long time, kind of know me. I don't feel like I have to prove or justify myself or who I am or how I am. I think you all know that. I don't know what that noise was. That sounded like it might have been a moose. Honestly, that'd be par for the course at this stage this year. But I believe in loving people. That's how I was raised. That all of us are equal. All of us are human beings, and we should love everybody. And I hope that if you've been watching my channel all this time, see, I've got the Power Beats Pro, and we'll talk about that later in the video. If you've been watching my videos for a long time, I think you see that. I hope I don't have to say that that's what I believe. I hope you just see it. I try to love people. I try to be generous. That's how my parents raised me, that our only responsibility to other humans is to love them. Everything else takes care of itself if you love other people. Y'all hear that noise? Maybe I am afraid. I don't know what that is. But that's our only responsibility, is to love people. And the rest of the things will take care of itself if you genuinely show love to folks. Now, in my role at work, I have nearly 500 employees, like I just said. And one of the reasons I took a break just now for the last nearly month is it's just really hard. And with all this, it makes it more challenging. And I believe the way that I can make a difference in this struggle for equality, for African Americans, for all minorities, for all genders, for all ethnicities, for all ages. There's lots of discrimination out there, especially in the workplace. Is to be an employer, to be a manager, a leader that fights against those things. And so I try really hard in my workplace to have a very diverse set of employees, to use practices when I'm hiring or recruiting or looking at resumes that fight against my own subconscious judgments that I may not even realize I'm making because of just the nature of the way our country is. And I'm very proud that, in both my last two roles especially, I've had, I've employed close to 700 people, maybe more than that, actually closer to 800 over the last, say, 6 years of my career across two different major roles, and people in other countries, people of all spectrum, ethnicities, orientation, gender, age, at all levels, entry level, supervisor, manager, senior management, all the way. In fact, my senior management teams, my direct reports over the last two times, not one has been in the demographic as me, a middle-aged white guy. Not one. I haven't had one person that is in that demographic. And I take pride in that. And to be honest, it's not intentional. I don't intentionally make that choice. I intentionally love everybody and treat everybody as a human and look at their abilities and their skill sets more than anything else, more than their name or what they look like or who they are. And that's not easy to do, right? I mean, we're in a place where it's everywhere. But that's what I try to do, and that's a difference I try to make. So again, when I said it, I didn't really view this as a platform, because the difference I try to make is in the lives of the people that work for me, the lives of people I see every day, my friends and family. And I hope that those of them that are watching this would say that I at least make a good effort. I don't know if I do a good job, but I do the best that I know how to do. I try to listen to my friends that have been through these things. I try to understand what they've gone through so that I can improve myself. And I think that's an important thing for all of us to do, to listen to those who may have a different background than you, to try to understand what they're going through. Multiple people can have differing opinions and they all have value, right? Like there's a lot of complexities, like I talked about, across everything that we're going through right now. And everybody's individual life experiences are their individual life experiences, and they're correct to them. I mean, they're the things they've been through, and the way that their worldview is shaped. And what we have to try to do is listen and understand each other, and try to show more love. So, I don't often, in fact, I very rarely spend much time talking about broad world issues on the channel. I try to make it a micro, how do you treat other people? I talk about that a lot. And I think that's what this is too. How do we treat other people? What can you do in your life today to make a difference? And I think it still continues, to show respect, show love to each other, and be there for each other. So that's what I have to say about it. I know actually nobody's asked me for my opinion. I appreciate that. I think people respect that I'll say things when I think it's appropriate. And again, I don't have a lot of time, to be honest. I have posted very little on social media. I'll try to pick back up the Instagram as you're watching this. Maybe I've done that a little bit. I just have so much to do. And again, the complexities of managing a workforce. I have people in every major city where all of the protests are happening. And I have a lot of responsibilities as people. I have to protect what they want to do, right? I have to give them their opportunity if they want to protest, or if they don't want to come to work because they feel whatever it is they feel, that they are empowered to make that decision for themselves and what they think is the right thing to do for them. Then to evaluate that, and if appropriate, protect their income, protect their paycheck, protect their job. And then for those that do want to come to work, I need to make sure they can get there safely, that they feel empowered at work, that they feel that I care for them. But we also have a fiduciary responsibility with our customer, with our company. We have regulatory, the space that we work in has regulatory needs, and we have obligations to get that stuff done too. In fact, the worst thing I could do is sacrifice my position or the positions of my employees, because then all of us are in a much harder position. So this whole time, through the whole pandemic, my sole goal has been to make sure I keep every person that I have employed, to make sure that their paychecks are protected, to make sure that they get even additional financial recognition for their hard work during this time, and more than anything, to make sure they feel safe and make sure that their opinions are felt and listened to, even if we can't necessarily always do what they may want us to do, that they feel like they can bring it to the table and they feel empowered. And that's a hard thing to navigate. So there's not been a lot of social media, and there's not going to be probably during all of this until we kind of come out the other side of everything that our country is going through, which in reality is probably going to be most of the rest of the year with the election coming up and all the different things that are potentially on the horizon. So that's where we are. Not the silly cold open. I don't know what was happening behind me. But I thought it was important to just start with this cold, give it right to you. And, I hope you respect that. I hope that you can find it in your heart to listen to those that have a different background to you, and to show love to them more than anything. It doesn't mean that you have to, go stay at somebody's house for the next 7 days and have 42 meals if you eat 6 meals a day. It just means showing love, showing compassion, showing respect, and listening. So hopefully that's something we can do. If anything I just said upset you or made you think that this is not a channel for you, I don't apologize. Hopefully you'll find some other entertainment that is suitable for you. I also don't know how you would have gotten to episode 85 on my channel if anything I just said surprised you, because I think I make it pretty clear in the way I try to live, and you get to see that. It is double life after all. But I do have to go get ready for work, another long work day ahead. But throughout the day today, we're going to start episode 85. I got a bunch of stuff to show you, and we'll catch up over the last month of my life. Let's get it going. Hello friends, episode 85, and like I just said in the opening it's been a while, it was this morning, I haven't picked up the camera to film since May 8th, I believe. 25 days, I think, is the right amount of days from today, and there's been a lot of developments in the world, but one thing that hasn't really changed too much is the nature of quarantine and what we can and can't do. So this video will probably be quite similar to the last one, even though it's nearly a month later. I did take some time away, try to focus on myself and clear my head and refresh. Like I said, my work life is quite busy. This week especially, it's been pretty hectic with having to make some pretty key decisions as late as 1 o'clock in the morning and as early as 4 or 5 in the morning. Just as certain things unfold and things that are my responsibility to make decisions around. So it's been a long, it's been a long 3 months as all of the coronavirus, COVID-19, and then with the other things going on in our country right now. It's a challenging time. It's a challenging time for all of us, and work's hard. But I'm grateful to have a job. I'm grateful that all of my employees still have their jobs, and we're all doing well. So that's a positive thing. But took some time off. I feel better. We'll see how it goes. I know that I have talked about, I don't know how much longer Double Life will go. That's a real sentiments. Those aren't rhetoric. I know we're coming up on 100, 15 or so episodes away, and we'll try hard to make it to 100. I don't know what'll happen beyond that, to be honest. It just depends on what's happening with everything else. It takes a lot of time, primarily to edit these videos and render them, upload them, whatever, that I just simply don't have. You know, a lot of days, like last night, I got done working at 8:30, I was in the bed by 9, and I had started working at 6 a.m. and that was it. That was my day, it was work. And a lot of my days look like that right now. So I just don't, there's not a lot of interesting things going on, and I don't have time to do interesting things or to edit or whatever. And the little bit of free time I have, I really don't want to sit at the computer because I'm sitting at the computer all day. But we're gonna do our best to keep it coming. I've learned through these last few months that even though my views are quite a bit down and my subscribers have kind of plateaued off, and the things that are the quote unquote scoreboard of YouTube aren't great, but there are a lot of you that really need these videos, and they help you get through your week, your month, through this time, and that's very important to me, and I'm going to continue to do the best I can for you. I can't promise they're going to be as long as they normally are. I really don't know. I certainly know we're not going to have any 2-hour episodes anytime soon because I have 2 hours worth of stuff to do, but that's just kind of the state of where we are with the channel right now after taking some time off. So I do have a great deal of things to show you in this episode. Again, this episode is going to be pretty normal. We're going to look at a haul. We'll probably open some stuff. We'll cook tonight. I don't think it's anything new we'll cook, but we'll do a little cooking segment. And that's about it, really. That's, you know, kind of a normal episode the way they've been recently. So I hope you look forward to that. I hope that's something you'll enjoy. One thing I do need to do is the quarantine hair. I haven't had a haircut in over 3 months, and it is close to being past the point of no return. I can't let that happen. I can't. Like, I gotta get this taken care of. Georgia has been open for about a month, and I feel comfortable that following the appropriate protocols that the salons have in place, that they've now had about a month to kind of refine and make sure they're cleaning and social distancing and masks and all the things that you're supposed to do. I feel comfortable enough that I'm gonna make that effort. You know, if I don't feel comfortable with the way that the salon looks, then I won't deal with this. But I would like to, you know, take a step back to normalcy as far as that goes. So we're gonna go do that in a second on my lunch break here. And maybe stop by the grocery store. I have a few items I need to pick up because I've been in the grocery store in a while. So we may do that together. And then I'll proceed with the work day. Then we'll check out some haul stuff and, you know, get the episode going. Shake it. You will shake me all night long. A little concert, you know. Look how long. I mean, this is just, no. Gotta deal with it. We're going to go deal with it. I think I gotta wear a mask. I hope I gotta wear a mask. I don't know how they cut like your burns and the back of your hair with a mask. That'll be interesting to see. That's all I got. Hot pants. She says hello, you fool. I love you. Come on, join the joyride. Preoccupied without you, I cannot live at all. Move! Get out the way! Get out the way! Get out the way! If I had $1 million, if I had $1 million. Just gonna be an angle here because I want to get out the tripod thing. Put my mask on. Just going to gray clips. They've been good. I think I've talked about that last time I got my haircut, probably, actually. However many, you know, 12, 15 episodes ago. That I really want to find a, like a all-the-time stylist. I'm using this mask, actually, the fashion mask. Just because that's the one I got in my car. I got a bunch. A lot of ones Kim made, but this one's pretty easy on. And I feel like this may be the best for the haircut. Anyway, I really would like to find a like a private business, small business stylist salon. I just haven't had a chance to do that yet. I need to talk to my friends in the area and see if they can recommend somebody. But I'll support the great clips. Just right over by Kroger and Papa Jack's, everything else that you see me go to all the time. So long hair, let me tell you, in the morning, and like I get up pretty early and try to run, walk, do whatever my workout, my hair is like, and it's got to stop. So I may just get them to take it. I mean, we going short, baby. See you on the other side. That wasn't that much better. Look, I'm handsome. Octavia was the lady that did my hair. She did a great job. Made me feel comfortable. They had quite a bit of precautions, but it wasn't hard. I mean, I just sat down and got my hair cut like normal. And she was really good. Thank you to Octavia. Now I'm gonna go to Kroger. But look, I should pose with a smile, right? Let me do the big Josh cheesy smile. Oh, you can't see me. Just a few things I want to pick up here at Kroger. I want to get some bananas. Ooh, pineapple. Large pineapple chunks. $5 though. No, not $5. I'm gonna get some eggs. I need to replenish my whitening mouthwash. Some butter I think I need. Nothing too terribly interesting, but you're coming with me because we're out of the house. Hooray! Organic, 69 cents. 59 cents. I need some that are ready to eat. Like these are too ripe. So I want some banana soon. Like today. These look pretty ready to eat. How many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't know that I can eat 6. Reduced banana. Must be like ready to be done. Oh, here we go. How many is this? 4. That's what I need. 4 banana. Look at this. I think I showed in a video they had these grab and go like deli meats. I wonder if you can still get from the deli counter. It looks like you can. But now there's this whole boar's head situation with a oh, there's me. Oh, it's a pretty good price on shrimp, like half price for these guys. And I kind of want to make shrimp in the air fryer. I may get these. Lobster. I would like some lobster. $6. Well, all natural premium loins. Well, that tends to happen when I'm at the grocery store. I got a bunch of stuff that wasn't on my list. In fact, butter is the only thing that's on my list so far. I got shrimp. I got chicken cheap. That's only $3. Bananas, some string cheese. I don't know. A couple treats. Diet tea down there, and I'm gonna get some yogurt. Oh, the Krispy Kreme. I don't know where eggs are. Oh, look. Full roll of toilet paper. That's good to see. There's like these 1 eggs here, like the natural, the expensive eggs, cage free and all that. But I don't see like any other eggs. Probably in the wrong place. Haven't been in the grocery store in a minute. Good news. Found the eggs. I don't believe I've seen those eggs. Somebody left their list. Alcohol. Well, we're almost done. I came to get 4 things, and yeah, you know. But there's the manager's special area. What is this? Sparkling grape juice and such, ciders. Sparkling blush. What is this? Oh, these are so gross. I don't like those. 3 egg whites, 6 almonds, 4 cashews, 2 dates, no BS. They just taste so bad. Gingerbread, and where's the gingerbread? What gives it the gingerbread flavor? No, there's nothing I want here. What in the world? Is that a llama? Maybe I did want something on the clearance. Back in the car. Successful outing. It took 10 minutes longer than I would have liked for it to, but that is okay. Because I have no doubt that I will make that 10 minutes up later tonight in work. But that's alright. So yeah. Good trip to the grocery store. Bought way. Look how clean that is on the side. Batavia, making it right. Way too much stuff, but I don't know. I wanted some eggs. I wanted some bananas. I got that 3 beers teriyaki rub. We're going to use that tonight in Cooking with Dub. We're going to figure out what that's all about. I've been looking for some more snacks other than just like granola bars and things like that. So I like bananas. So when I'm in the grocery store, I'm going to try to pick up bananas more often. But I like boiled eggs quite a bit. In fact, keen-eyed viewers of Dub Life would notice that I almost always would eat a boiled egg when I was in airport lounges, hotel lounges. So I like those. And I bought some type of contraption, I don't know when, a year or more, maybe a couple years ago, that's like to make simple boiled eggs. So I'm going to try that and see. Maybe we'll do that on Cooking with Dub tonight as well. Because it's nice to have some boiled eggs as a snack. And I got some of the string cheese. String cheese is going to be expensive, $10. Now it's like 40 of them or something like that. But just to have something different, you know, something unique as a nice little snack. But I got to get home, get back to work, and get the groceries put away. All that kind of fun stuff. And next clip will show you a new thing I have in the house that I am excited about. And we'll start to look at a haul that's pretty significant. The workday's not over yet. I mean, it's only 4:40, so even if it was over, that'd be remarkably early during this time. But it's not quite over yet. But I wanted to take a break because I've got tease haul, and there's a couple packages that we're going to open first. Okay, packages. I hope I haven't cut off my head. I'm actually, I'm being really lazy with the tripods today. I have the bananas hanging on the banana hanger, banana hammock, banana hanger, and I'm using that somehow as a tripod. I'll put a picture of that here that I'll have to take with my iPad. But I have 2 packages to show you. First one from Amazon. Open here so that you can return. They're clothes. I've noticed recently with some clothes, they send it in a package like this that you can reseal so that you can return your clothes if they don't fit or whatever. So these are 2 Under Armour polo shirts. I've needed to purchase some clothing recently, so I've been doing that. And you've heard me talk about hiking. That's an outdoor activity I hope to start doing soon. You know, with conventions probably not being a thing, at least I'm going to go to the rest of this year. And maybe none of us, not a lot at least. I want to find some other things to do. One thing I've never done, but I would like to do is hiking. So I bought some hiking shoes. I think I've showed that on a video. If not, leave it in the comments. I'll show them next time. In fact, no, I'll just show you right now. Because I got them. I got a lot of stuff to show you. These are the Project Rock 1s. I use those to work out with. This is the hiking shoe I bought. Gore-Tex. What else can I show you? I know I've shown you the running shoes. Those are the running shoes I've been using. But then I also got the Project Rock 2. Actually, Victoria got me these as a prize. So the Project Rocks are like training shoes. So when I'm doing Ring Fit or kettlebells or whatever. So I've been buying stuff. The other thing that I want to start doing is playing golf again. I love playing golf. I actually used to coach golf. I'm not very good, but I love to do it. So my friend Andrew, he loves to play golf as well. And we're going to start playing golf, at least try to do it once a month. So I needed some new golf shirts. So picked up a couple off of Amazon. These are the Under Armour ISO Chill shirts, which means they are like super cool. They make you feel, almost right now it feels like it's refrigerated. So picked up some of that. The other product, this is from El Hoffer Design. This is out of Los Angeles. Very small business. They make primarily ladies' clothing They do make some men's stuff, and they make accessories. Small business, owned entirely by ladies. Employ ladies in the Los Angeles area, good wage, a great business. There's not a lot of things I can do to support them necessarily because they don't make a lot of products for me, but both of my sisters like their stuff. And anyway, I saw that they had something that I would like to purchase. So I did, because A, I want to support them, and B, I want to figure out how to use this in potentially a charitable way. And they are some face masks. Here, let me show you. That's how you spell. You can see the tape right there. Elhofer Design, Elhofer. So they are masks, you know, like you just saw me wearing earlier. That's like a BB-8 one. There's kind of like Spider-Gwen. There's all kind of Star Wars nerdy. There's a lot. I think I ordered 30 or so. Again, wanted to help them. It's for a good cause. I don't need all of these. I'm gonna see my friends and family who need some extras, and then we'll find a good place to donate these and help some folks that maybe need one that can't get it. So, you know, can support a small business and also can get some things into people's hands that need it. So I'll lay all those out and show you a close-up of those right now. There you can see the name again. I am confident if you Google that, you can find the organization. So let's see. We got some Galactic Baby Bot. That's the BB-8. Sparkle, Spiderweb, Hawkeye. That's like a punk Spiderweb. There's different sizes. BB-8, the Rainbow, Galactic Snips, Galactic Spectre. All kinds of different things, and obviously they're themed after different kind of geeky stuff. So, show you a close-up of all of these. They look very, very nice. I'm going to have to at least keep one for myself because these look quite nice. I like the Spider-Man. That may be what I keep. But there you go. So thanks to the folks at Elhofer Design for making quality stuff. I'm glad I was able to make a purchase, and we'll try to find good homes for all of these. Now then, the haul that I know you want to see. Let's look at what's on the table that's amassed over the past couple weeks. I'm not tinkling, that's the fountain. Well, we've just got, we got a lot. And there is no way we're going to look at all of this on video, but I'm going to look at all the boxes for you right now. So, a lot of this is pre-orders, big bad pile of loot, and just a few actually are things I've bought off of eBay recently. So let's go. The Jabba 6-scale sideshow figure, Scum and Villainy, that was off eBay at a really low auction when I sniped it. Both of these were in my pile of loot. The Iron Studios Nazgul. We will definitely look at those in the video. James from GameStop sent me that prize, a Dragon Ball lamp. Star-Lord, one of the few SH figure arts I don't have, the Infinity War version. That was an eBay purchase. Undisputed Era. I bought that off Amazon, I think. That is a Ringside Collectibles exclusive. I love the Undisputed Era, and I don't know why I've been sleeping on that. I think these guys were in my pile of loot. The next wave of Ultimates, HBK, and Lesnar. If you've not seen a Mattel WWE Ultimate, they're really, really, really nice figures. Really nice. I have all of them that have been released so far. 3-0 Optimus, or 3A, I'm sorry. No, it's 3-0, 3A. Optimus. Also in my pile of loot from Big Bad Toy Store. Mezco exclusive Blade and Baron Benz. They were pre-orders. Captain Marvel hot toy and Punisher War Machine hot toy pre-orders. We will look at those in the video. We'll look at this in the video. We'll probably look at this in the video. I doubt we'll look at the smaller figures. This was all pile of loot pre-orders. All these different Mandalorian things. The Child, Baby Yoda. We'll look at all those. Those will be fun. Top Gun 4K I had on pre-order, actually. I love that movie. I got some Power Beats Pro. I was wearing them this morning, if you noticed. Specifically because I want to start playing basketball. golfing and things where I may be by myself and I want something that hooks on my ear. I love my AirPods for running and walking, but I think for like basketball, I might want something more, so I got that. This is a Project Rock book bag that I got for when I'm gonna go do some of those other events. Doctor Strange Infinity War, that was with the Star-Lord. Another one of the few figure arts I don't have. I do not have the Rocket Raccoon Infinity War, and I don't have the War Machine Mark III. Those are the only Marvel figure arts I don't own. I have 3 of the Mafex Thor Infinity War figures that I pre-ordered, what, 2 years ago? I don't remember how long ago that was. I got 3 because of 3 different heads. I don't need 3. That was a mistake, but I got 3. These were in my pile of loot at Big Bad. A Mythic Legion's another He-Man. I think that's a Tila inspired one, perhaps. And then because I've got the Super 7 Thundercats and Ninja Turtles on pre-order, I never have held a Super 7 figure. So I picked up the He-Man and Skeletor Super 7 Ultimates. I think this is the Filmation type. Because I wanted to see what a Super 7 figure is like. They look really good, but I've never actually played with one. Plus, I have a lot of the Mythic Legions Masters of the Universe inspired ones, so I thought I'd get that. This was an eBay snipe. House of M Armor Sentinel Re-Edit. I don't know that we'll look at that in this video. Maybe we will. That is... Now I'm only missing the Howard armor. The modular Iron Man, I think that's 11. The Howard is 13. And the Black Hulkbuster is 14. Finally, another thing I've been chasing for a long time. The 3-0 Jaime Lannister from Game of Thrones. Now I have all of the Game of Thrones figures that will come out. We will definitely look at that in the video. Ghostbusters Optimus Prime with the backpack. That's like the Plaza. I don't remember what that thing's called. Proton pack. I don't know why I couldn't think of that. We may open that, we may not. And then Man in Black from Westworld. This is the PX exclusive. The bloody version has some different accessories. I don't know if we'll look at that or not. We will definitely look at the 6 scale figures and the Optimus Prime, maybe the Mezco and the statues. But we're not going to have time to do all that. We're not going to do any of that today. That'll be for tomorrow's part of the video. I'm going to finish the workday and we'll get a little cooking with Dub. Okay, like I mentioned, I want to be able to make some boiled eggs to have as a snack. So I was up in the very top of that cabinet where I never go. But I did find them. Egglets. Hard-boiled eggs without the shell. Crack, boil, pop. Perfect hard-boiled eggs every time. Make your favorite dish. It seems to be the extent of the directions. So, this is what we're going to try to do first. I'm actually going to make some chicken and some greens for actual dinner, but... maybe there's an instruction. But I do want to see how to do this situation with the egglets. Oh, those are kind of weird. They look like, they almost look like the things you would make popsicles out of in the freezer. What is inside? There's something in them. What's in here? How do I open this? Oh, you unscrew it. Almost broke it right away. Use caution while using product near boiling water. Product and contents will be hot. Wash with warm soapy water before use. Spray or oil the egglet cups with cooking spray, olive oil, or coconut oil. Okay. Well, now that's another step. That's not included in crack, boil, pop. You should have spray, crack, boil, pop. So I guess I gotta wash these guys. Anybody ever used egglets? I am confident that this is a thing that was at, like this at Walmart in the checkout line they have the various as seen on TV. Yep, as seen on TV. I'm sure it's got suckered into this. Because I like boiled eggs, but I'm not very good at making them. Not that they're that hard. In fact, I don't know that I've ever tried to make them. But I hate peeling the shell. I'm bad at that. For best results, thoroughly and evenly coat the entire inside of the egglet. For a smooth texture, roll oil around and thoroughly coat inside the cup. Shake out excess over the sink. For cooking spray, spray interior 3 short bursts. Blah, blah, blah. All right. Fill a pot with 3 to 4 inches of water so that the egglets do not touch the bottom. Use high heat until it reaches a rolling boil. After spraying or oiling, fill each egglet with the whole egg or egg recipe. That's kind of cool. So I can season the eggs. I didn't think about that. I could season them. I like that. Hold egglets by rim to twist cap. Hold the handle. For the cooking times on page 6. When cooked, turn off heat and remove egglet with tongs. Place in cool water or let cool on counter. Okay. Seems pretty straightforward. So a hard-boiled egg, 13 to 16 minutes. You can also make a little omelet in there. All right, let me get these cleaned and get ready, and then we'll go with it. So I got a bunch of other stuff out that I'm gonna need to cook. I cleaned these and I did the little olive oil roll it around thing. Got a pot of water boiling. I don't know what was beeping at me. Why were you beeping at me? Fill each egglet with a whole egg or egg recipe. Image 2. Make sure not to fill above the line. Then I twist the thing on and I put them in the boiling water. That's it. Seems to be all. So I need this to crack 4 eggs. How do we think this is going to go? I have a variety of spices, so I'm going to put a little kick, a little zest into them. You know, just to see. Cooking with dubstep. See, I almost, excuse me, I almost just put it in the bowl like a scrambled egg. Like I was getting ready to whisk it. All right. Don't fall on the counter. Okay. Well, that one went good. One down. Doesn't look like it's filled above the fill line. I don't think it is. If we do them all that way, I'll be pleased with myself. It's not often that I'm cracking eggs and I'm not, gonna put them into scrambled eggs. Okay, that was worse. We've gone about 10% downhill already. Maybe even have some shell in there. Maybe I should just boil the eggs like regular people. See, now this one's gonna be trouble. I feel it coming. Okay, maybe we can hang on. There we go. Maybe we did all right. That one was better. Not as good as the first one, but improvement from the second one, which was a pretty, I mean, there's egg all over my hands, all over the place, in the bowl. All right, last one. I have like, well, I guess we're gonna have to move that one from the bowl to the egglet. Somehow, I've just got goop, baby chicken, all over my hands. All over my hands. All right, let's see. Now that I've made this mistake, can we successfully, I think we can, yes. Okay. So that wasn't great, but they're all in there. I've made a mess. That was always going to happen. I've not made as big a mess as I thought I would make, though, which is a positive thing. It's a positive. Put these away. Chicken gook on my hands. I'm going to have to wash the counter. I don't know why that thing is beeping at me. Hurts my feelings. Okay, so now these guys. See, what I don't understand is there's got to be a little bit of egg juice on the outside. Just a little bit of egg white. And like, that part's not going to get cooked. So is that going to make me like get salmonella? Got a shell in there with it. I don't know what that is. I think it's a piece of shell. What a debacle this is. Why didn't y'all tell me this was a mistake? Because this was a mistake. That's what I get for buying this foolishness at the Walmart as seen on TV checkout component. No, that's an email. I don't want to go deal with that. Let's see. All right. So now I'm going to wash my hands because I want to then season each of these uniquely. And we're only going to try one with dinner because this is not dinner tonight. I really want them for like snacks through the day. So we're only going to try one. But if they go well, you know, maybe we'll make more. So let's see. We're going to do a Italian herbs in one. Just a little bit. See, now how is that going to get into the... This is probably not a great plan. Maybe what I should do is make scramble. I put a little garlic powder in there. I have a feeling the flavor is going to be only in one area because I can't really shake this because it has a hole to let like moisture out. So it'll come all over me. Stuff. Nope, doesn't work either. Egg will come out and get on me. That's some Emerald's Essence. That's going to be so much. I don't know how to get it down in there without like, I mean, I guess I could just stick it in there with a knife. We're just going to find out what it's like this first time. What I think is a better plan is to make a big bowl like I'm going to make scrambled eggs and season it the way I want to and then individually pour that in. That's what I think is the ticket. Tony Chicharoni. A little bit of that in there. Maybe it's too much. I don't need that. I don't need that anymore. And then the 3 beer teriyaki rub, which is what we're going to try to put on the chicken later. Put just a bit of that. So now we have prepared our egglets. Prepared is a very loose term. And as soon as that thing is at a rolling boil, which it's, the pot is actually shaking. It's on its way. So I'll dump these in there, well, in just a second. Let me get cleaned up here and reset and we'll start getting the chicken ready. We're at a rolling boil. Got the air fryer preheating. 13 to 16 minutes it says. Larger eggs on the larger side of that. Well, here we go. So that feels weird. Well, it didn't tip over, that's good. I really am quite curious to see what this becomes. Yeah, I mean, that was simple enough. Alexa, set a timer for 15 minutes.
15 minutes, starting now.
So we'll just let those go. Like I said, we are going to make a chicken quarter. I feel like maybe on the even in the last episode, you can hear me. You probably can't hear me. Maybe in the last episode I made a chicken quarter. I'm not sure. I did recently pick up this Uncle Albert's homemade famous barbecue sauce, and it's awesome. From like a roadside stand, and I really like it. It's a mustard base, like a Carolina style barbecue. We're gonna pour some of that in there because we'll need it later. Woo, woo, woo. In the process, and I want it to get to some to room temperature because I'm keeping it in the fridge. I have no idea what those bad boys are going to be like. So, since we're about to be handling chicken, let me get that off. We're going to try this 3 beer teriyaki rub seasoning. Shake on generously, delicious on chicken, fish, seafood, beef, pork, veggies, stir-fried potatoes, combined. Delicious on food. Cover and refrigerate this. Allow spices to marry with the meat. We ain't doing that this time. Oh, it's 3 beer. Because you drink a beer while you prep, you drink a beer while you cook, you drink a beer while you eat. Grill, smoke, braise, broil, braise, bake, braise. Wow, what a flavor! It's from Alpharetta. So, Georgia, not far away. I used to work in Alpharetta. So it was on that clearance, but it's, you know, it's good for like 3 more years. So maybe it just didn't sell well. I don't know. But we're gonna find out. So we have a chicken quarter that I have thawed. You know, your normal chicken leg, chicken thigh situation. I know that part is kind of gross, so I hope that didn't make anybody gross. I've been eating chicken quarters all week, actually, because if you remember, I think it was on an episode early on in the virus, all I could get was like leg quarters and chicken legs. So I'm trying to go through that stuff that I bought then. I think I only have 1 chicken quarter left after this one. So when you're gonna air fry, I try to pat it down as good I can, get some of this moisture out of there because you want it to crisp up good and nice. So there we go. Pat that down. Now it's pretty easy. I've gotten pretty good at cooking the bone-on, skin-on chicken in the air fryer. I got it preheating to 380, and I'm gonna do it at 30 minutes. And at about 14 minutes, I'll flip it. I'll start with it with this top side down, then I'll flip it for the rest of the time, and go from there, really. I'll apply the barbecue sauce at the end. It won't make it all the way to 30 minutes. I'll use the meat thermometer. It'll probably have me stop 4 or 5 minutes short. But first thing we gotta do, olive oil it up. Just do that, do a little dash of the olive oil. I think I've shown you this before, so sorry if it's a kind of a repeat, but I want the oil so that the flavoring that I'm about to put on it will stick. So there is that. Now, of course, I wash my hands 400 times when you're dealing with the chicken. Having a helper when dealing with chicken would be very nice. But I mean, it's also because I'm only cooking for one, preheat the oven. So I'm just, you know, if I was doing a whole bunch of chicken in a row, I wouldn't be washing my hands that often, but that's what happens. So we are going to pepper it. We're doing the back side now. Can't have one-sided tasted food, you know. Okay, have two-sided tasted, as Emerald would say. Salt. And then we're going to be pretty generous here with the beer rub because this was clearance, and I don't know if it'll be good, but we're going to find out. So we want to just kind of push it on down in there, get it in the meat, make it taste good and delicious. I ain't trying to call no another dude delicious. Now I'm gonna try to get under the skin just a bit with some seasoning. Let me see if I can sneak some of that down in there. Just maybe more than I wanted to. Have a little seasoning pack that works its way into that thigh, you know, into that thigh. I can go ahead and pretty generous here. In fact, maybe I'll leave it this side up and flip it. I don't know what I'm gonna do, to be honest. There we go. Quite a bit of that. Now I have to wash my hands again because I gotta use the pepper grinder. Using all soap, all the kitchen soap. I've had so many positive comments about cooking with Dub. I really appreciate that. I'm not sure why necessarily, because it's just me making dinner, but people seem to really like it, and I appreciate that. There we go. I've got a little more salt on there now to light to. About time to refill those grinders. Put this guy away. You can see I'm very much a clean as I go cook. I don't like to wait till the end. Let me bring this over here and I'll bring the camera and show you. And we can also look at these eggs. So we got it preheated. We definitely need cooking spray for that. And there you can see, I think you can see. There we go. And we're gonna put it that side down to start with. I'll show you. Just to try to crisp it up. There's those eggs floating. I've got the mustard barbecue sauce over here. We'll apply that much later. But in it goes. And let's get the greens cooking. We're in a tenuous position, but hopefully it'll hold up for us. I've got you propped up on the tripod this time, but on the toaster. That's what I've decided to do. So we're gonna do some mixed greens. You see me do greens quite a bit. I've already started working on them, so apologies. I just started and I didn't think about. I forgot that I need to share with you. So, see the greens base there. We're gonna put a hearty amount of butter in there, because remember, we're trying to make a nice soupy pot liquor. We want quite a bit. At least I do. I like to have a nice pot liquor at the end. So we're buttering it. Don't need you anymore, Mr. Fork. We'll save you for dinner time. Rinse it off, shake it. Well, you can't see me shaking it because you're over there. That's a sadness. You just miss me shaking it. Maybe you can see it. And then, you know what I'm going to put in there. I'm going to put the Goya Jamon to help with the pork and the other peppers and spices that are in there already. And we're going to put 2 packages of Splenda, because we want to wilt these vegetables down, even though they don't need them as much, these greens, because they're not raw. I need salt and pepper. I do not have it out. I had put it away. I had made a mistake. But we need salt and pepper, especially pepper, for the greens. I like peppery greens. There we go. The chicken smells interesting. I mean, it smells good. It just smells interesting. That, whatever that was, the 3-beer teriyaki. Or maybe that's the eggs? I don't think so, though. I believe it is the chicken. I find it fascinating that, like, the bone-in, skin-on chicken immediately smells good in the air fryer. Now we're going to put a dab. You know the things I'm going to put in here. I'm going to put a little bit more of this a 20-year aged soy sauce in there. And finally, this is a new item, some Vidalia onion peach hot sauce. I like to put hot sauce in my greens. This is one I picked up from a roadside stand as well. That's a pretty fair amount of hot sauce. And I really like the way it tastes, so I've been utilizing that recently. And that's it. That's all for the greens. So now, we just got to stir all this up. We got to get them to a rolling boil. Then we bring them down, let them simmer. And then we eat. So let me get all this ready. I'll check in with you when we flip the chicken. So I told you a lie. I forgot about the eggs. And that timer just went off. And because they're boiled eggs, I think I gotta let them cool for a bit, right? And I believe that's gonna be very hot. So I'm gonna use this tong and hope that I don't drop it on my feet. In fact, maybe, well, that's not gonna be a big enough. I've made a poor choice. I mean, ultimately, they're not. You put them in an ice bath often, but I don't know that you have to do that. Especially in these containers, maybe they can just sit here. I don't know. We're learning together. They have weird looks, but that's because you can see the yolk. We're going to just find out together. So, those are now in there. Alexa, how much time is on the timer? 4 minutes. I'll check back in a bit. Whew. I make it up with a different shade. Here's a different shade. You like it. My timer went off. Time to flip. Look at that guy. Looks pretty good. He looks pretty good. I wonder if it's too hot for me to just grab it and flip it. No, it wasn't. It was hot, but there we go. Back in it goes. The greens are cooking away. We'll show you again because I got to sauce it up with about 2 minutes left. Here you see the eggs just kind of cooling down. Soapy water went in and washed the pot. I clean while I cook. That way I don't have anything to do at the end. Greens are pretty much ready. It is time to pull this out and sauce it. Ooh. See, that rub burns up quicker. I don't know that that's quite burned, but it's close. You want a nice charred look, but this that may cook quicker. Let's see. Let's investigate with the meat thermometer. It's hard. It's kind of depending on how much the chicken weighs. You probably can't see that with the glare. We're looking for 165 to 170. I think we're already going to be there, so I may just have to very briefly sauce. Yeah. So this one cooked faster than yesterday. I wonder if it's a little bit smaller. It's already at 170. So what we will do is I'm going to take a little bit of this sauce, and the way I just do it, rather than even use a brush, is I just kind of take the fork and put a little bit on so that it'll get into there. You know, when you make barbecue chicken on the grill, rotisserie, whatever, the sauce will burn so fast because of the sugar content. And so you only want to put it on at the very end and just give it a little tuss. And then you use the rest to dip in. I'm wondering if I should have looked at the contents of that rub, if it has a bunch of sugar in it. Maybe that's what's causing this to burn a little faster. But I'm just going to stick it back in there for like 1 minute, and then it'll be time to eat. Went ahead and got the dishes done, and eggs are still there. We'll deal with those after dinner. But there we go. Especially when I'm cooking a meat like a chicken, you know, I want it to rest for 3 or 4 minutes, so it gives me an opportunity to do the dishes, and then I don't have to do them afterward. There's the greens. You can see that good pot liquor down in there. Pot liquor. So let me set you up and let's try it. Back in old familiar spot, although it was just a week for you, but it's been a while since I've talked to the camera while I ate dinner. Let's have some of these mixed greens. Get a little of that juice. Oh yeah, those are perfect today. Those are perfect, right where I want them to be. Good. So there you go. See that juice coming out of it? That's nice. It smells good. I think it's gonna be good. Let's get, oh, it's tender, real thick and juicy. I want some of that skin. Give me some of that skin. Man, it came out really juicy. Let's take a bite like this. It's good. Chicken came out really good. I think it's just, and so the skin is crispy. I don't think, it's not burned, it just blackens the nature of that type of seasoning, I guess. Just blackens. It's sweet, definitely a sugar, some sort of sugar situation. I'm just gonna get some of the juice. I'll be honest with you, that's pretty doggone good. It's a different taste. I don't even really know how to describe it. What I want, ooh, listen to that crisp. What I want to do is get some of this under here. If I can get a little bit, there we go. A lot of it. You can see that piece is where I stuck it underneath the skin. And dip it in this barbecue sauce. Oh yeah, baby. I taste a little teriyaki in it, like it said. It's good. I'm gonna eat dinner, then we're gonna check on an egg. Really enjoyed dinner. Actually, when I got to the big parts of the skin that had the black, it was really good, actually. It was not burnt at all. It just browns up, I guess, from the sugar. I don't know, it was really sweet. The teriyaki came through strong. I think it'll be good on fish. The next time I think I'm gonna use it on fish and wings. I think it'll be good. But now, final clip of this day of the episode. Because I think I said we weren't gonna have long videos, and I think we're probably already over an hour, but that's what happens on Dub Life. Let's see what these guys are. So, I mean, they look pretty much exactly what you think they're gonna look like. I don't really wanna, it smells like a boiled egg. But you can see the whatever seasoning that was, just sitting on top. One's got some water in it. Must not have sealed that one up real good. Italian. Oh, it has the hole. That's why the water got in it. I need to let them sit like that. That one I had tipped over. That's the Essence one, the Emeralds, I believe. This one's gonna have water in it too, probably. So I screwed the pooch. I don't remember which one is the Essence, which one is that teriyaki beer thing I just had. So I would like to store these just in a Ziploc bag so I can grab them and eat them. I'm gonna eat one of them today. We're gonna find out what this thing is. And that way if I have to go to hospital, you can call somebody. So, how do I get this guy out? What do we think? What do we do? Use the fork? Maybe? Maybe that's, maybe I should have used the cooking spray method and not the olive oil, because this is not real easily, although I don't know. Maybe now? Oh, there we go. Well, part of it. Well, this is a debacle. Why didn't I just make a boiled egg? That's entirely my fault for, just like boiled egg, for not greasing it appropriately, I bet. That's what my instinct tells me. So maybe this one will be easier. Maybe I need to read the, yeah, see, same thing. Same problem, same bat problem, same bat channel. See, the good thing about cooking with Dub is you just get to see my mistakes as I make them. And, you know, make whatever decision you're gonna make from that. I think I'm gonna eat that one. Or maybe you're just supposed to eat it out of the thing, kind of like a little egg souffle. Oh! Oh! That one actually works, and I get it all over the place. In the mouth. I'll just clean the counter. It'll be all right. Egg everywhere. Well, I wanted a convenient bag of hard-boiled eggs that I could quickly grab and have a snack, and I have this. I didn't do so good. I'm not sure that this is the way I want to make eggs going forward. I think the next time I need to make it as the scrambled eggs, and I need to be ready to eat them. Like, that's what I'm going to eat, as opposed to trying to store it for later. But let's finish this out by eating this one, whichever one this one is. And let's see. If I just eat it right out, how does it taste? Way too much seasoning on top. Way too much. So I definitely got to mix it all up. But, I mean, it's good. It's cooked correctly. That's a good thing. I didn't have to peel the shell. That's a good thing, but I had to crack the shell. So I don't know that I'm gaining anything on this. It's more work than the alternative. I can only make 4 at a time. I could have made 12 boiled eggs in that pot otherwise. I don't know how to eat it. I don't know how to store it. I got by the as seen on TV thing. Although, I do like it that it has a seasoning in it. So, I think what I'll do next time, which ain't gonna be on this video, that is too much work. I mean, that part wasn't good. Sorry for that. I think what I'll do next time is mix it up like scrambled eggs and pour them individually, maybe use a funnel or something. And like that's dinner, is 4 of those, or breakfast or something. That's what I think. Anyway, I'm gonna relax. I gotta catch up on an episode of Billions, watch some TV. It's 8 o'clock, so I have a little bit of time before bed. Not as late at work night tonight, which I'm thankful for. So I will talk to you in one more, the morning. Good morning. Finishing up my walk, already did my run. Look, the bridge is almost done. Isn't that good? Maybe another week. It's like you can see all the way across it. I think they're just starting to pave here shortly. That's good news. It's been closed for 5 months. But I wanted to welcome you to the morning and the second and final day of this week's Stub Life, where I gotta work, but we're gonna look at some of the figures. Probably a shorter day today, much shorter than yesterday. Pretty much just figure looking. So, talk to you in a bit. And now, a more proper welcome to the day. I did have 2 packages come in, and I have a couple others that came in before we started filming that I wanted to show you. First, I have this Google Nest Mini. I do have an original, maybe not original, but a Google Home Mini. This was just because I'm a YouTube Premium subscriber, what used to be called YouTube Red. I just got an email from Google that was like, hey, we want to give you a free Nest Mini because you're a YouTube Premium subscriber. So that's nice. Not that I have any shortage of smart devices. I have 789 Amazon Word enabled devices. I have multiple Siri devices. I even have one of these. But that was nice of them. And I might put it in my bedroom. I don't think I have a Google device in my bedroom. So I got that. That came in the mail today. And then the thing I wanted to spend more time talking to you about, I have, as I've talked a little bit about, I've been running a little bit, walking. And one of the things I've tried to do is start to run 5Ks. And this actually was inspired by my friend, the artist Dan Doherty, who I've shown you a bunch of his artwork recently, did some commissions for me. The All-State Hot Chocolate 5K, 15K, I don't even know, they may have a half marathon, is run in Chicago every year, I think. I don't know how long it's been going on. And they did it virtual this year, and I noticed that he was posting about the virtual run over the last few months, and I was like, I didn't realize that you could do a virtual run, and I don't know if you've always been able to, or if this is just recently because of the pandemic situation. But there was an opportunity to sign up, register for the race just like you would go, receive the same swag, I guess is the right word, just like if you would go. So a finishing medal and a bib and different swag. And you sign up for it, you declare the day you're gonna run it, you input your time, and you get on the leaderboard and you get all your stuff. So I did that a couple weeks ago. I ran my first 5K ever. I was pleased with myself that I was able to do it, but also it was addicting to get a medal. So I started exploring, and I learned there's a lot of virtual run events that you can do. And there's a very healthy, positive Facebook group, way bigger than the toy community. You know, every group that I go into has 10, 20, 30,000 people, and a lot of people are active, and they're positive, and they're uplifting, and I like it. So I started doing that. And I found Virtual Run Events is the website I'm using. They have all sorts of things, and they're typically charity races where the money goes to help different causes, and you get cool medals and stuff. So I've actually run 3 5Ks since the last time I talked to an episode. And so I want to talk to you about that. Plus I've registered for like 10 more, which is cool. So Virtual Run Events, if it focuses on that, Moon Joggers, I think it's the name of the organization that runs it, but it is www.virtualrunevents.com. So these are some of the races I've signed up for that I'll be running over the next couple months. So you sign up, you get your package, and you just say the date you're going to run it, and you input your results. So these will be, I'm going to try to run a 5K every Friday for the next few months until my birthday. That's my goal. So you get a bib. Just like if you were running, you'd have it on you so you can keep your bib. So I got a bunch of bibs here. And then you get medals, awards medals, which I think are awesome. So I had a package of 6. I want to try to have them all in so that when I complete the race, I can immediately have my medal, just like I was physically at the event, which I think is very, very cool. So here are some others. And I believe this is the one I'm gonna run tomorrow. You're braver than you believe, stronger than you seem, and smarter than you think. A.A. Milne. This is to celebrate Winnie the Pooh's birthday. And I don't remember what the charity was, but there's the medal. That's what I'm running for tomorrow on my 5K. So I've got just a bunch of these. I think it's cool. I didn't know about it until a few weeks ago. I'm not sure if you knew about it, but I thought I'd show you. So let me show you the medals. I have 2 of the 3 races. I don't have the Allstate one in yet, the hot chocolate, but the other 2 I already have in. Let me show them to you. Oh, we're doing a lot of dancing today. Do it with me now. Everybody stand up. No? No. So here we go. I have this display stand. You see that's where you can put the bibs and you can hang your medals. So I run this one, The Winter is Coming, with the Night King on it. And then the Geek Day, which had the rock, paper, scissors, lizard Spock from Big Bang Theory. And you can see a nice little display right there, you know, as you go up the stairs. So I really like those. I'm addicted to them. That's a good thing to collect. So since we have this new piece of tech, why not look at it? I just took the plastic off, but let's see what it's like. So that's the whole thing, nothing plugged in. Puck, I got this is a 2nd generation. See, I think using Nest is the thermostat company that Google bought a while back. Maybe they just rebranded all their home products, Nest. Because it used to just be called the Google Home Mini, I think, right? This is like peach, pink, red, I don't know, something like that. I would imagine if it's like everything else, you're basically just gonna plug it in and then log in with your Google account. Oh, this is kind of nice. So typically these little things that are wrapped around wires are either twist ties or more often some type of paper one, at least on Amazon, Apple stuff that you throw away. But these are like reusable clips. I'm gonna keep those. It's pretty nice. So nice round plug. It is not a USB-C or A. It's a kind of a standard power plug. Let's see what happens when I plug it in. I imagine I'm gonna have to use the phone, but we'll see. Let's see. Got our lights lighting up. It only has one button. It has a on-off switch to mute the microphone physically. That's it. I don't know. Maybe it has good sound quality. I know a lot of people like the Google Homes. They've gotten really cheap, and you can get them with all kind of add-in promotions like this, as a matter of fact. Let's see. Oh.
Hi. To get started, download the Google Home app on a phone or tablet.
Well, that's what I figured. Let me do that. All right, that was pretty simple. It took 5 minutes maybe, but really, I think 3 of those were updating the software here. Very easy, probably because I already have one set up, so it's really easy to pass through the credentials, but there it goes. If you're asking about the shirt, which no one was, but I realized I was wearing this, Under Armour did a thing for the month of May where to raise monies for coronavirus relief funds, first responders, I think. They had a challenge where like everybody was working together towards one big goal of, I don't know, 30 million miles, 3 million miles, 300 million miles, something like that. And so all your workouts, if you did it with the Map My Run, Map My Fitness app with your shoes or whatever, went toward that goal, and then everybody that did it was eligible to win something. I don't know. That's not why I did it. But it was your walking, your running. You could cycle, hike, things like that. And I did that all month long. I actually did 85 miles. I'll put a screenshot here from the event. I did 85 miles. I finished in the top 15%. That's between running and walking. And I'm pleased with myself for that. So anyway, let's try this thing out. I also have the eggs out. I ate one of them this morning. Not very happy. We're just going to go back to regular boiled eggs, but we'll try one on camera. Let's see. What do we want to know? Hey, Google, what time is the sunset tonight?
Today, the sun will set at 8:44 p.m.
It's nice volume. I think it sounds better than the other one. It's a rich speaker. Hey, Google, play some jazz. Give us a little shake, maybe.
Alright, here's a Google Play music station called Muted Jazz.
Muted Jazz. Oh, a little soft. A little sultry. I don't want to get copyrighted. Hey, Google, stop. No, Google. Hey, Google. Stop. Don't copyright me. It's your own thing, YouTube. It's your own product. Google. Don't copyright me. Hey, Google, how is the Dow Jones doing today? It's probably not a good question.
As of 3:24 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time today, the Dow Jones is down 0.52% to 26,133.
It's relatively flat, so that's better than it's been. It's been climbing. It's been getting better. All right, let's try an egg. That's good. That's set up. I don't know where to put it. I think I'm going to put it in my guest bathroom because I don't think I have a Sonos speaker in there, but I don't think I have a smart speaker. So if when someone's in the bathroom getting ready, taking a shower, do a little doo-doo, whatever, if they want to ask a question, they can. It's just too much. Some of the bites are good and taste like a normal boiled egg. Others have so much seasoning because of what I did. I made a mistake. I'm not using those things anymore. In a future episode, we'll try this properly boil an egg. I'm going to eat my snack, and I got to get back to work, enough break. But here in a little while, I'm going to open up some figures. We're running out of time for the video, but I'm going to at least show you some statues. I may not formally open them on camera, but we'll look at them. All right, toy time. We're going to look at these, the two Iron Studios Nazgul and the Jabba Sideshow, as well as this lamp. I'll try to open these on camera. And then we're just going to do an overview of the 6-scale figures, and that'll be all I have time for today for this video. But we'll keep looking at stuff as it goes on. So let me first start this big boy. Oh, this is that's a big package. I guess a 6-scale Jabba the Hutt is big. Now this is the first release. I know that Sideshow recently, I'm not even sure if it's come out yet, has another one. I don't know how much of a reissue that is or if it's updated. This does not have the throne room. And again, I got this really cheap, like shockingly cheap. Oh, hey, buddy! There goes Jabba! Oh, he's thickened. Look at this guy. Oh, Jabba. Let me get this out of the way. That's pretty simply packed. I don't know. Honestly, it's not terribly different than the Black Series. When you make a Jabba the Hutt action figure, it's not like the character himself has a great deal of articulation. So he's not going to. I guess his arms probably, his arms move. That's what makes him a figure instead of a statue. That looks like maybe all that moves. So I do know in the new one, they have, you can change out his eyes, maybe his mouth. I mean, he looks great. Got the tattoo on his arm. The eyes look creepily real. He's got the slobber coming out. I think he looks great. It's what you expect, really. I need to get some sort of throne, something. I might get somebody to build me one as a diorama. I know they make one for him. Yeah, it's got a picture of it. Figure and throne not included. I got a picture of it there. It's really expensive. This is typically really expensive. I got it cheap without throne, so I'm just gonna let it be. So there's Jabba. Tried to put his head up there a little closer to you, but also I need room. So let's open this Dragon Ball lamp. Again, this was a prize from James. James, who I have not seen in months. Probably the longest I have ever not seen James since I knew him. That's also the case for David. We just haven't seen each other in so long, which I don't like. Hopefully we can fix that soon. But he sent this to me. He knows that ooh. You know what's good when even the like insert foam is good? It's got Shinron on the foam. The box is nice, Shinron there. Looks good. This is pretty heavy actually. I wonder if it is the 4-star. Looks like it probably is. Instructions. Oh, it's heavy. So there's the base. I guess the base probably illuminates. It's got a micro USB, it looks like, and then you just put the Dragon Ball on it. That's treacherous. This feels like a crystal ball. This is very heavy. I don't know if that's glass. Maybe. Feels like it would shatter if it fell on the ground. Pretty simple. Let's see. It does have an on switch. That's good news. Or maybe that's a dimmer. Oh, it is a dimmer. And it's an on switch. That means I can plug it into a smart plug and control it with a smart device, which I like. I like that. So thank you to James for this Dragon Ball lamp, which is awesome. We'll light it up in a little while and show it to you. Now, excuse me. Let's look at these Iron Studios Nazgul. I think I talked about getting these. Victoria sent me the Frodo and the Gandalf as a prize. I've always loved Lord of the Rings. Hobbit, first book that I think it's got to be the first book I read from cover to cover. A book that my older sister Kim read to me forever. And the earliest fandom I have is Tolkien, Lord of the Rings, especially Hobbit, but Lord of the Rings. And so Victoria sent me the Frodo and the Gandalf. So I went ahead and ordered the Nazgul, my pile of loot. Because I love Iron Studio stuff. I have backed off because they've just released so much. But I have very few Lord of the Rings stuff in my collection because there's not been a lot made recently because it's not active property with things coming out. I have 3 or 4 of the Toy Biz figures. I think it was Toy Biz that made them. I do have the Gimli and Legolas from this line pre-ordered. And I have, some Asmus, and I'm getting more as I come across them. But I need more Lord of the Rings stuff. So I decided to get these. So let's open them up and see what's inside. This is from the scene Weathertop, I think, right? Weathertop would be the scene where the Nazgul are surrounding Frodo. And if I'm thinking of the right scene, then Aragorn comes and helps him. I believe that's right. So there's some about to stab him and some, then holding the swords, the Nazgul blades. I think I've unboxed in Iron Studios before, but they always are very similar. They got tape all around, and then the display stand will be in the middle. Sometimes you need the display stand, sometimes you don't. Often in the diorama, the Battle Diorama series, which most of the Marvel are, you don't use the display stand because you use the diorama piece. But on these, which I think are considered art scale, you probably do use the stand. Probably should have took the stand out first. So here he is. That looks really nice. You're not going to be able to see that. A little close up on it. So somewhere should be his sword. I'm guessing, oh, there it is. So his sword comes separate. Usually their attention to detail, yeah, it looks really good. Almost feels metal. It's sharp, really. That's very nice. Sometimes they have alternate pieces, like Frodo had 2 different versions of Sting you could use. Sometimes it's completely alternate, like with the Thanos, like you could have him with the gauntlet, without the gauntlet, with a lit up gauntlet. And then here is the display stand attacking Nazgul. Now, I mean, they want you, and at one time I almost did this, to purchase 9 of these so that you can recreate the scene. And I thought about it. And in fact, that was the time that I stopped pre-ordering a bunch of Iron Studios, was exactly at that moment, because I looked at that and I said, man, I want that scene, but the cost, and more specifically, the space it would take to have 9 of these, it's just not something I can do. I have too much stuff, I gotta stop getting stuff. Obviously, I'm not doing a very good job of that by this video. Let's see. So this just pegs in the sword like that. Pretty straightforward. And then he has a peg in his foot for the base. And there it is. Again, we'll take a closer look at all of these when I finish. And then, of course, the Iron Studio Sentinels. There's 3 different Sentinels that make a huge, bigger than that, I think it's like 4 feet diorama with a whole bunch of X-Men. Some of the X-Men come with the Sentinels, some are add-on. They look incredible. They look absolutely incredible, but I can't do it. Can't do it. All right, I'm gonna open this one off camera. I'm gonna flip the camera around so you can take a close-up. We're gonna try this approach again. So let me show you the 2 Nazgul. Here you can see it on the left side. I think maybe that'll be the left side of your screen. I don't know. You know, the camera turns things around. You know, the empty face, the hand detail. Look at the detail on the robes, the cloak, the dirt. Those bases match what Frodo has, which is good. You see the detail on the sword. I think it looks really, really nice. The hand, look at the hand detail. Iron Studio is just amazing. And then here's the standing one. His sword is different crossblade. Maybe one of them. They may all have different swords. I know they're all different names. I don't know that one of these is the Witch King. So there you go. The attacking and the standing, I think it was called Nazgul. I love them. I may end up getting 7 more on that. Oh, I need them going clearance. Come on, clearance. So there are those beautiful statues. Oh, shaking it. And here comes big old Jabba. Let's see if I can get him. There you go. So you can see him a little closer. Really nice details in the eyes. You can see he does have the articulation in the arms, and that's it. Nice detail across. See the slobber. The slobber. And there you go. Let's look. I plugged in that lamp over there. Let's take a look at it. There's the lamp. So you take that off. That base illuminates. You can do a lot of different things. And it does have the dimmer. So you can take it. Lots of different brightnesses. Just plugs into a USB. It doesn't have its own like brick, but that's okay. I gotta figure out where I'm gonna put that, but I like it a lot. So thank you to James. But I do think that will end this episode of Double Off. I know there was a whole table of stuff, and I said I'd look at the 6 scale figures. I've just run out of time. It's been a really challenging day at work, really busy, and I still got a lot to do, and I can't take the time to do it. I gotta get stuff done and try to get to rest tonight. So hope you enjoyed it. Just a little bit of toys, actually. A lot of dub, a little bit of toys. Next episode, we'll try to look at the 6 scale. I still have the Newt and the Grindelwald hot toy in the box. I haven't displayed them yet. So maybe all of those we can try to do in the next episode and actually get them out, figure out how I'm going to pose them, display them, that kind of thing. That might be fun. I'm hopeful that in the next episode, maybe we'll have a visitor and maybe we'll go do something. We'll see. It'll be mid-June, so maybe it'll work, maybe it won't. But I hope you enjoyed. Again, I was off for almost a month, but you weren't. So hopefully things are going well. And, there's a lot going on in the world. Remember to just love each other and be kind to each other and keep pressing forward. And, if you're allowed to, squeeze it.